So welcome to this video, and now we do have this too early to disturb where to watch. I mentioned in my video yesterday. We have Invest 90E, which the answer is given an 80% chance to become much better organized when I was expecting this increase. You know, there still appears to be bothered by some wind shear and there's lots of distraction. There's a loft can provide some dry air. The forecast models for the system. Let's talk about the organization. The system is now worthy of a T1.5. Like they're using a shear pattern. I don't know why they're using a shear pattern. I don't really understand the shear patterns for sub T25 systems very well, so it's definitely a little bit interesting. You can see convective activity is becoming a little bit better organized. It's become better organized and it's really increased quite a bit. You can see right here, you can see right here, you can see something that's out of nowhere. All this deep convection is developed near the center after being a disorganized mess several hours ago. This is what it means. The system is probably nearing the tropical depression stage. I'm not sure if it's there yet. I mean, it's maybe a little bit too oval shaped for the ancient to upgrade the ancient ECF file has not upgraded this into a depression yet. I mean, they might reconsider later. And I'm not sure if it's there yet. I probably would upgrade the system, but I don't expect anything to classify. However, I will know the system is very close to development. And this is starting to see some. I'd like to see a little bit more behind. I'd like to see the convection become a little bit better organized because it still looks a little blobby. I mean, you can see there's some wind shear that's bothering it because there's around 15 to 20 ounces of shear in this area, which isn't downright toxic. It's over warm waters. But it's still not likely to prevent significant development. The storm has winds power in the 30 to 35 knot range, as evidenced by this A-scan pass over here. But let's look at what the future holds in store. Obviously, there's some wind shear, as I was mentioning. This wind shear is likely to inhibit, the slower development. Given the increase of organization today in general, I mean, and the consolidation of the system, it's not likely to stop development totally. But it's likely this. I do think the system will gradually become better organized over the next 12 to 24 hours. It's probably starting to look of a tropical cyclone. So I do definitely think it's nearing the tropical depression stage. But I'm not sure if it's there. I mean, the shear, if you look at this, is forecasted according to the ship's output. Now they're no longer regarding the BAM model for track. They now show a little bit lower shear than they have in the past. They show it declining over the next 36 hours before increasing around 48 hours, but not becoming anything toxic to daydream. But the consensus within the models, the guidance seems to be like a low end 35, 40 knot tropical. But they are initializing this as a tropical cycle technically because it's too small. I don't think differentiates between the tropical depression and tropical cycle. None of the outputs look particularly unfavorable except for one. This is the 700 to 500 millibar relative humidity values. They do not look nearly as high as I would like them to be. I mean, they're much higher. These guys are much higher. In fact, I'm almost questioning the accuracy of this a little bit. Now, I do know that if you can water vapor, there is a lot of dry air. And then these development, and while this system is small, which makes it a little bit harder for it to inherit dry air. I mean, it's still not very good. I mean, in the short term, I don't see anything too problematic about the relative humidity values. I mean, they're slightly overrated, but this is not good for long-term development. I don't think, even after 72 hours, the conditions don't look downright toxic shear-wise and wind and sea surface temperature-wise. They actually look pretty decent. This is not something you want to see. I'm of course assuming these values are correct. I mean, fortunately, the dryer has been a little bit more of an issue than I would have liked to have, over the past few weeks. I mean, here's the previous output, and you can see it kind of showed, which was much further north, since there's actually a lot on the BAM attack, and it also showed pretty similar values. So that's my biggest issue going ahead is dry air, and that's probably if that's going to start development with this, it's probably that. But still, I do think, given how close it is, and given the fact that the global models seem to agree on some further development of the system, and even though they aren't too bullish on it, the GFS, HWRF, GFDL, European, they're under initializing on this system like they do with small nature, but they do so something kind of forming, so I do think this will have the chance to come in depression or maybe even a weak tropical storm. Now, beyond this, the GFS is decently bullish on this is 050 system that's not really as well looking. It's right around here in real life right now. And they actually make this a formidable tropical system as it passes somewhat close to Hawaii. And it doesn't like imminent threat. The GFS is actually pretty conservative compared to the European. And it's like the GFS is calling for the system to become a minimal hurricane, while the European is calling for a powerful hurricane, a little bit further, a little bit much sooner though. It's interesting to see there's also disagreements on how fast the system will get going, but the system may count as a July formation just based on how everything's going right now. Then there's also a system now, the GFSO is behind it, that may develop in the first few days of August, kind of like how I was anticipating a few weeks ago. I mean, even though the models backed off, and it's the same scenario I was kind of anticipating weeks ago, appears to somewhat be verifying. I mean, and they also saw another couple systems behind it. I mean, it's obviously 16 days out, but still something to keep an eye on. In the UK, Matt, it's also with the European here. It doesn't, not too bullish with 90E, but also agrees on a powerful system behind it. We do have a convective group with Calculator that will actually help 90E, and will especially help whatever form is behind it. That's one of the reasons why I think the dry evap is maybe overdone. That may give 90E a better moisture envelope, because it doesn't have a good moisture envelope, 90E right now. We should have had a better moisture envelope, maybe because it's so compact. Also worth noting that compact storms are very prone to wind shear. It's going to be interesting to see how this pans out. Anyhow, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.